thank you so much for tuning into lunch today with Shay and Star. We are in Shay's beautiful abode. It is such a vibe here, right? And this is how you know when people are in tune with their bodies, they really do cultivate spaces that allow for more life. And so if you guys were waiting for this at 1, accept my apologies. It has been a hectic day of mummying, having to get Kyra from school for her last day, get her off to her class party, etc. But now I'm here. I'm fully present with you and with Shay. We're in the kitchen. I'm just going to show you some of the ingredients that we're going to be working with today. We're going to start off by making our smoothie. That if you guys saw the menu, and I'll post it after as well, you'll know that we're making a smoothie today, and we're going to be using some of her awesome ingredients. So you can see it right here. We've got some berries lined up. We've got her seamoss gel. This is the mango version. I think Shay has 3 different versions of this, right, Shay?
7.
7!
We're growing, honey.
My
we got
God.
7 different flavors. It's summer, and so we decided to just add in some more flavors in there because we had that flu season, so we added the elderberry. And of course, my favorite now is the goji pomegranate, and then we added a new one just recently, ginger and honey.
Okay.
Loving it.
All right, and where can we get all of these flavors, Shay? Because somebody did ask me when I posted in my stories. So where can we get all the flavors?
So listen, the thing is, right, we are an online store. Now we are making our seamoss gel available throughout the island. So we have about 4 locations now. Of course, Centerville has always been our hub in the Palmdale area. JFK, Shell gas station. That's in Oaksfield next to KFC, yeah, right next to KFC. We're also at Bluefield Farms, that's in the Old Fort Bay area. We're in Grand Bahama at the Raven Mall, yes, and we're getting ready to go into Exuma. And of course, you can also go on our line on the website and order it online and have either Bahama Health Eats or Cravens deliver it for you.
All right, so you got all of those options, so no excuses not to be getting on the seamoss train. And it's not like a train, right? This is real. If you guys look into it, I think Dr. Sabi was the first one to make it very popular. But it's also been hyped up in the Bahamas recently, which is where all those stores are that Shay was talking about, because we've had a young entrepreneur that made it very big on Shark Tank, talking about the way that his life has been transformed by seamoss and looking to do the same for others. Well, Shay has been in this work for a very long time, and she's been working with me. I've seen some of our clients lose tremendous amounts of weight. I'm not one of them, y'all, because I like too much brownies and I drink too much, liquor on the weekend. These are my truths, right? That's my facts. But she's working with me. She's getting me there. She's getting me there one step at a time. And so we're going to be showing you guys some stuff today. You will see me move around a bit. You'll see the lighting change as I move around a bit. I'm going to set you guys up now so you can see Shay and I as we get ready to build out this smoothie. Remember, if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask them. Send me a message if I don't get to them right away, because we are cooking live. And Shay and I will be happy to help. In the meantime, eat emotionally well. That's the name of Shay's brand. That's what the brand is marketed under. You can follow them here on Instagram. They're also on Facebook. And I'll make sure that after when I post this, they're linked to the description in the box. You can find them as well. We're going to get ready now to go ahead and make our smoothie. If you're ready, show me some love. Hey, Kyle Joaquin. Good to see you, bro. Hey, February Queen. Lion Skull 91. Hey, Tashi! So good to see you. All right, so we're going to get started right now. We're making our smoothie. Can you guys see Shay? There she is. All right, Shay, talk me through it. What do you want?
We're gonna start our breakfast. I usually like whenever we eat our first meal. Some people refer to it as breakfast or lunch, but this is the first meal, so this would be considered our breakfast. So I'm actually using cashew and coconut milk. This one is store-bought, but I make it myself. I do a lot of classes with that. Okay. So because it's both you and I, Star, I'm going to do a full 16 ounces. Okay. So that is the cashew and a little bit of the coconut milk. Of course, listen, if you are blending strawberries, like just fruits, you always want to add in a superfood, because people are just generally blending fruits. But what you want to do is put in the superfood, because it actually helps the fruits digest easier, and it slows down the sugar going into the bloodstream. So whenever you're doing a fruit smoothie, you always want to add superfood. And of course, our superfood today is what? Seamoss! So we're doing the mango seamoss, just a tablespoon of that. And then another superfood is ginger. So, spice as well as superfood. So we're going to add in about a half a teaspoon of that. I like a little spice. I don't know what you Star. Okay. You like spice?
I like whatever you make me.
So this is a combination of berries. This is raspberry, blueberries, strawberries. We're just going to toss in that in there. These are frozen as well, so kind of give them that feel.
Okay.
And then you're just gonna blend.
So we said superfood. I just wanted to make sure that everybody knows what a superfood is, in case you didn't. So what is a superfood?
So superfood is a food that is very nutrient dense, and to break that down even further, is it has a lot of vitamins and minerals in the food, and it does a lot for the body. So it's a superfood. It's a food that usually heals. It's a food that corrects. It's a food that gives, and it's also a superfood can also help to pull out as well. So it does a lot of super stuff. So you always want to have superfood.
Anybody feel like a superhero? I feel like a superhero. Getting my shake ready. All right.
So I always gonna add like a little twig of lemon in there, you know, and just to kind of minimize the sweet a little bit, but to also give it like a twist, you know. I like twist. I like zing. I like to tweak.
She likes twisted and zinging and rocking.
I'm a twist zing kind of girl. These rock cups. So I'm gonna be using my Blendtec blender. I am a Blendtec blender girl. I swear by it. Yeah, man.
All right.
I've been using this.
So if y'all are like me, I am big on smoothies, especially when I would work out, and I would add so many things to my smoothies. There'd be protein in there. There would be at least 10 different types of fruits, and then I would wonder why I was continuing to gain weight. But the truth of the matter is that we add sometimes too much sugar, right? Because fruits can be good, but too much of them in our diet can lead to what looks like a potato baby. Now, y'all, that's just body, right?
You gotta clarify that.
So you want to make sure that you're doing things the way that Shay showed us, right? You're using some sort of good milk. You're using maybe one fruit, not 10, like me. And then you're making sure that some sort of superfood component is in there. We're using the seamoss gel, which I said I love. In the elderberry, I add it to my teas and coffee. You guys might have seen that in my stories. And I don't see or taste any like difference, right? It still tastes good. There's no like aftertaste. There's really no taste from that particular gel. So I'm going to see whether or not this gel gives us that full mango flavor and adds to our berry mix. And we're going to try that in just a second. But remember, oh yeah, I gotta have to shut up so she can blend. But remember that if you guys want to get in on this train, Shay does do consultations. She does provide these drinks. You simply gotta reach out to her at Eat Emotionally Well. All right, Shay. I'm done.
Okay. So let me just start to blend. Yeah. Okay. A lot of people are afraid of seamoss because they think they don't like it because of, you know, the traditional taste of seamoss. And so this is why I decided to really do the flavors to get people to experience more of the benefits of seamoss, because if you're adding it into anything that you're eating, for the most part, you get a lot of minerals, you know, and while we're in the season where a lot of people are getting sick, minerals is actually what fortify the body. People think it's vitamins, but it's actually minerals. So that's why I love adding it in. Now, you tell me what you think in the store.
I will. I wish if I could. There's gonna come a point where we can do like taste TV.
Television and all that.
Yeah, and y'all can feel it like with me. But right now, I'm gonna have to do it for you. And this is, what are we calling this one, Shay?
So this is a berry and mango seamoss smoothie.
Berry and mango seamoss smoothie. So cheers to all of you who are watching.
Cheers.
Y'all, this is good stuff. This is delicious.
There you go.
This is delicious. And it's not overly sweet.
There you go.
It's not overly sweet.
And here's why. Because berries are in season. And this is why whenever we're doing any type of blending, I like to blend seasonal fruits because you have that natural sweetness. If you actually have to add in a sweetener, you can. But if you're using a fruit that is in season, it's going to be sweet, naturally sweet. So yeah. While you drink, I'm going to get the dessert out because we can prep a little bit of the dessert. We're doing a raw carrot cake, and then we're going to go into our 3-layer lasagna.
That sounds good. So I'm walking toward you, so you got to see me come out of the frame for just 2 seconds because I want to come to you. I want to find out if you have any questions. I know one of the questions that I have for Shay, even as she's prepping for our raw carrot cake, is, you know, we talk about seamoss being good for you, but can't we get an actual idea of what those benefits are? I'm going to ask her that. And I'm also going to walk in and I want to show you guys what seamoss looks like in the raw before Shay turns it into what she turns it into in terms of these deliciousness. So I'm coming to you. I'm out of the frame, but not out of your hearts, I hope. I'm back again. All right. So this is seamoss in the raw, right? And Shay actually takes the sea moss in the raw and she turns it into all this goodness that we see right here, including the sea moss gel. This is sea moss spice fusion. And Shay even has a product, if you're like me, after I had my kids, my edges started to thin out. And she has a sea moss gel that you can actually spray on your hair that brings those edges back. You see my Rasta sister shake. She ain't a real Rasta, y'all. But you see her shaking them locks and looking good. And you know, Shay and I were talking before this, and I said to Shay, like, Shay, you look really good. I'm gonna just show y'all how good my girl looks. And I'm like, Shay, you know, how old are you? And she's like, that really ain't none of your business. Which I respect. But I said to her, I really don't ask with ill intent. I just want to know because so many of us have been, you know, eating fast food since we were kids. Our parents didn't know what we know now, and it was convenient and it was easy. We know that for most of us, if you don't grow up, depending on so many different circumstances, sometimes it's wealth related, other times it literally is just human conditioning. And those of us coming from a background post-colonial, post-slavery, we just didn't have access to certain things. So I really didn't grow up eating lots of fresh vegetables. Now my mom was from Eleuthera where they had farms, and so there was always lots of fresh fruit. But again, too much fruit being very sugary doesn't necessarily lend itself to the best. And what we're learning from Shay today is that it's not even so much the vitamins as it is the minerals and superfoods and vegetables that really help us. So this has been a learning experience for me, and I hope it's a learning one for you too, where you're really getting to grow through understanding what types of food you should put in your body. So with all that being said, that's a lot. Shay, tell us why and how you look this good. The miracle wonder working. She 54. She could be 55. She's looking like she's 14. Because why? She eating the sea moss. Okay, so benefits of sea moss.
So yeah, sea moss again is a superfood and it has lots of benefits. So when you separate the benefits in male and female genders, first of all, for females, it is immune building for both males and females, but particularly for us that are going through our hormonal issues, sea moss will actually help to balance that. That's one. Then secondly is skin. When we look at our skin, the acne, the discoloration, the breakouts, the aging, yes, sea moss actually helps with fortifying the skin, making it softer, beautiful, tighter, firmer. Why? Because it's known as a vegan collagen. And if you guys watching, y'all know collagen is responsible for keeping that plump in the skin. So that's what sea moss does. In addition to that, for the males, it is a libido enhancer.
I don't know what that means. Hello.
Libido, yeah. So, and when you think of the family, it actually helps to build the immune system. It fortifies the gut. It has natural prebiotics and not probiotics, prebiotics, which is responsible for building up the good bacteria in the gut. Because sometimes, you know, the good fighting guys in there, they're all depleted from the foods, the sugars, the stress. And so prebiotic helps to like change the whole makeup of the gut to make it actually work and do better. You know, health actually starts in the gut. And so when you think sea moss, you're literally thinking like fortifying the body, giving the body what it needs. In addition to that, because sea moss is that versatile food, you can use it topical, you can use it edible, and this is why I made so many things out of sea moss, because people were losing their hair. And so listen, sea moss, my hashtag is sea moss on everything, because sea moss is such a great superfood, and today we can transform everything. Getting ready to do this raw carrot cake, and guess what's in it? Sea moss. Y'all
got it. Like, no, I'm seriously, you see her skin. Like, her skin is absolutely flawless, babe. And you talking about age, like, I got more age in my neck than her, right? And this woman got 20 years on me. And so y'all just gonna pause my video. Y'all see IG, y'all be out of line. As I was saying, this is why for me it's important that at this stage in my journey, post children, and now that I'm really just trying to be healthier and physically and understand my body, I've had a lot of issues as it relates to gut health, right? I've not necessarily shared any public stories on that, but it has been a lot. I've had 2 colonoscopies already, and I think I did my first one at like 20, right? But it's because you don't have good bacteria, good health in your gut. I saw another young lady the other day on one of my platforms talking about the fact that she'd been burping so much more now. And I said to her, that may seem like a funny thing, kind of scary and weird and maybe a little embarrassing. but it ought to be checked out, because I know someone who discovered that they had stomach cancer because they started to burp more, right? And so I don't want to be overly dramatic or say that that's necessarily going to be the case for her or for any of you, but it is a reminder that even at this age, no matter if you're viewing my page and you're in your early 20s, or you're viewing my page, you're in your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, or you're in your 30s like me, you want to make sure that you're really taking this stuff seriously. And it's not going to be a change overnight, but if you can start by incorporating small stuff day by day, you'll be surprised at how far it goes. Even if you're only into vanity, like a girl, and you want them edges back, you want to make sure that you got some sort of seamoss in your life. Okay, so I'm going to walk away from the camera again now, just because I'm putting you back in place so that we can start to prep our dessert. We are going to do a lunch meal in between the smoothie and the dessert, but we do want to get the dessert started so that that can be done by the time as we're done. And remember, if you've got any questions to let me know, remember, to let your friends know that we're on now. If they want to learn more about seamoss or how to cook raw food, this is the conversation for them. Be sure to share the link even after, and of course, remember to follow Eat Emotionally Well. All right, so Shay's in the kitchen. Let's get it. Don't stop playing with me though. They playing with me. Telling me I'm not using the app. They pausing me. Okay.
So when you think carrot cake, right? You think all the traditional ingredients, flour, eggs, and we're making a raw carrot cake. Now, because I don't believe in, or I don't subscribe to counting calories, food has to have flavor, and food has to have really, really good nutrient raw ingredients. Why? Because when you're eating it, you find that you are, I don't know, why they crawling around in there? You know, ants, you know, it's a good thing I made extras. The food has to have really, like really a lot of nutrients in it, and it has to be kept raw in order for things. See, I did extras, so we have that base there.
Okay,
That's
so
sugar.
this base is of sugar?
Summer, yeah. Okay, so this here is, that is the base of our carrot cake. That's actually just medjool dates and walnuts. The other base for this one, yeah, the ants decided to go with it.
Okay.
Now, this here is actually the carrot cake.
Okay.
This actually has carrots in it. I actually have all of these recipes in my ebook. That'll be available if anyone wants it. So this actually has carrots, golden raisins, walnuts, pecans, and coconut.
Yeah.
So this is actually our carrot cake. So, yeah. So
I can tell you, this woman can mix and match. So my favorite thing that I think we're going to cook today, she makes this type of lasagna, right? Y'all, the thing tastes like meat. I kid you not, right? I kid you not. It tastes like meat, but it ain't meat. It's because she blends these spices together. She blends these nuts together and has me and my palate believing that we eating meat when we're not. Like, her ability to just maneuver food is excellent. So I'm happy to hear about the ebook. And in the meantime, I'm happy to see us making this cake. So we put the carrot part on it now.
Yeah, I literally
it smells like carrot cake. Oh my God.
Yeah, because when you think carrot cake, you have to think spices, you have to think nuts, raisins. And if you like me, I could eat a whole carrot cake, and this is why I don't eat traditional. Yeah, I'm an eater, so I don't use traditional flour when I'm making my carrot cake.
What type of flour do you use?
Well, I'll use a gluten-free flour, or I'll even use an organic unbleached flour, depending on what I'm making. But this is raw, so this doesn't have flour in it. We're actually using coconut flakes to actually pull this carrot cake together.
See, and this is how you can do raw stuff. I remember the first time my friend Joranda told me she's already a vegan and that she and her husband wanted to go raw. And I was like, that don't even make sense to me, right? But this is how, when you don't know, you just don't know. And so I wasn't exposed to share, wasn't exposed to this type of lifestyle of eating. But people think that this type of food is boring or that you can't get some good stuff. But Shay is showing us differently, right? That you can eat raw. And still make it delicious and still make it good by just having the right substitute. So that's exciting.
So that is now the cake, and then now I'm going to put a cream on the top of it.
Okay, 1 second. So I want you guys to see this. We got the cake right here, and if you look to the side, you might see a slight color difference. That's the base that she's made. And if you go back, you'll be able to see exactly what it is that she used in this. And I'm also going to make sure that I get that link from her to get that e-cookbook to you if you are interested. But this is how our carrot cake is looking right now.
There you go. So now we're going to put our cream on top of this. Now we're keeping this vegan, and we're keeping this, so vegan would be considered dairy-free. Because someone asked me the other day, Shay, what is vegan? And because the term has been around for such a long time, I took it for granted that everyone knows. But what it means is no animal product is in the food. And in addition to no animal product, even though you're eating vegan, because someone asked me, so when I eat vegan, I'm eating healthy. Not necessarily, because I know a lot of vegans that don't eat necessarily healthy. What I like to say is, you want to make sure that the majority of their food is plant-based, but not just plant-based, but in its raw form, organic, grown without pesticides and herbicides. That's what you want to be more concerned of, the quality of the food, not necessarily the type of food, because I do eat meat, I eat fish. You know, we live in the Bahamas, I'm giving up fish, just saying, you know. But you want to have real food, that's the bottom line.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your cream on top of that there.
So tell me now, this is something called Truett. That's what they use?
Okay. Yeah, Truett is just an alternative for, let me just sprinkle some carrots on top of there. That's an alternative for Cool Whip, if you will.
Okay.
Yeah, Cool Whip, if you will. Because it's non-GMO, all that stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that's that. We're going to put this in the refrigerator, and then we're going to set up for our 3-layer lasagna. Now, I've made 2 of the sauces. I'm just going to do 1 of them live.
Okay,
yeah.
that's fine.
So people wouldn't ask me, she made them sauce?
She did make them sauces. Okay, so I'm excited for this to go in the fridge. Y'all know, girl, my weakness is the sugar, right? What can I say? But I love that Shake gives me alternatives, right? And so I don't have to be consumed, and I think that's why so many of us have challenges with our diet. We've grown up being accustomed to eating one way, and then the drastic change, some of us can make it, but for a lot of us it's much harder because we're denying ourselves what our palate really enjoys. So it's a matter of transforming your palate and exploring more alternatives so that you can get to this state. So I'm excited for later on when I get to eat my carrot cake, and ain't no kids here, y'all, and my hubby ain't here, so I get to do this by myself. I don't have to share. I don't want to. I may take some home for Carlos. We'll see how I feel. But you get to make all of this good stuff using raw and healthy ingredients, if we know, right? And so that's a part of why Shay and I are here today. It's just about educating you so that you can make alternative choices if you want to, right? And even if it's not today. When my friend first talked to me about going raw, that was over 1.5 years ago. And I just started working with Shay maybe in the last 4 months and trying to just learn new things and how to put new things together and exploring the benefits of seamoss. And what I can say, honestly and truly, for a really long time, I grew up as a sickly child. I would have asthma attacks all the time, always get colds, always have lots of congestions. I talked to you about my challenges with my gut health. Many of you might know that I had a TIA many years ago. And so health has always been that constant battle, that mountain to be climbed and to try to figure out what is best for my body so that it functions at its optimal space. And even though we've seen some movement in the scale, both thanks to Shay and to my coach Terente, so shout out to Coach Terente, you know, it's been about how do I feel? Do I feel better? Do I have more energy to work with these children who are always up and always making noise? But more than that, when Cairo's bringing home 1 million calls from school and Cruzy gets it and she has it, how do I stand up against that so that I can take care of them? And I'm pleased to say that since I've been eating a lot more seamoss, I find that I get those colds less. Or if I do get them, they stay for a shorter period of time. So I attribute it to making changes in my diet, making sure that seamoss is a consistent part of that. And you guys, of course, are welcome to enjoy those products and to see what we're going to make next, which is one of my favorite things. All right, Shay.
Yeah. Now guess what Star said is one of her favorite, right? But what she doesn't know is put it in the hold on,
okay. She tells me where to put it because I got to make sure my cake's done. Okay, so we added this little piece of wrapper, just the wax paper, just add that to the top, and then you put it in the freezer.
Yeah, only because normally you would put it in the refrigerator, but only because we have just a few
minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, so normally it is the fridge because we're doing this in warm time. We don't have that multi-verse thing going yet. We got to do it really quickly, so we do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got some new ingredients here. I'm going to bring you guys in just a little bit closer and then put you back so you can see what we're working with, and Shay can describe it for us. Okay. All right, Shay, so what do we have?
Okay, so I make lasagnas like a gazillion ways, literally a gazillion ways. It just depends on my client. And because some of my clients, if they love meat, I'm going to transform it to meat. But today, I just want to use all vegetables. I'm always using all vegetables, but I layer them differently. Now, the actual pasta is always vegetables because we're on a weight loss journey, we're on a health journey, and so we're not using any regular wheat pasta at all. But I change out the vegetables depending whether it's summer or winter, and of course, our lasagna will be cooler vegetables because it's summer. So we're using a zucchini as well as cucumber. And so what I did was use my mandolin and made really, really thin slices. Y'all know what a mandolin looks like?
I don't know what a mandolin looks like, so I happy she's showing me because I really don't know what it looks like.
This is what it looks like. If I tell you all the story on this mandolin, how long I had it, I would not get rid of it. So that's a mandolin. And that's what it makes the slices look like. So both Star and I, we're gonna assemble our lasagna. Now I have 3 layers, right? Now the 3 layer is, and these are all in my recipe book. This is a pesto. This is basil, and the next one is this is actually garlic, and it's an Alfredo with cashews, cream cashews. That's the next layer.
That off the chain. Trust me.
The next layer right there. And then, what is lasagna without a red sauce? Now that's what we're gonna make live. Our red sauce. And
I do my
trick
dance.
Let me tell you what my trick is to making a really, really good lasagna red sauce. Sun-dried tomatoes and fresh tomatoes. You always have the two combination together. And so what I did was I hydrated these sun-dried tomatoes just with a little bit of water and had it in here an hour before we started. So this is a cup. Star likes a lot of sauce. So we're gonna add in just with the water as well. We're gonna add in the cup of sun-dried tomatoes, and then of course we're gonna add in some fresh cherry tomatoes and olives. Olives make everything right. Well, if I tell you all what olives do for me, but I'm not telling you all what it does for me. So we're gonna add in some olives, and this olives actually have olive oil already in it, and I add a little bit of my beef up my vein seasonings, which gives you that meaty flavor.
So see that vein seasonings. I know something, y'all. I didn't know what it was, but I know something. All right, so I'm gonna put you guys back on our stand now, so I can get on in here and see what Shay's. And wait, Shay, I think that this is. I'm sorry, guys. I want to make sure that you guys. All right, I think that that's a bit better. Okay, so you guys can see Shay. And Shay, is this a food processor? What are we using now?
We're using a food processor to make the sauce. I actually use my Blendtec Twister jar for the cream sauce, which is cashews and garlic and a little bit of mushrooms and my beef up my vein spices. This makes everything taste like meat. And it also has seamoss in it. That's one of my spices that I made as well. Because let me tell you, food is only as good as its ingredients. And the truth of the matter is, when I was grocery shopping and looking for spices, the really, really good organic spices like mine are really, really expensive. And then I said, you know what, Shay, you need to make your own spices.
Wow.
There you go. Got my own spices.
I feel like she's been holding out on me, right? Because this, no, look at the ingredients, and this is life though, right? This is, I'll tell you after we blend. But this, right there, y'all want to find out how to get some of this organic spice. We can talk about it in a second.
All right. So, we're going away. Woo, baby. Red sauce.
So, can I get back to my spice?
Yeah, man. Go back to your spice, girl.
This has wild-crafted gold seamoss on everything, cumin, fennel, coriander, garlic, and onion. And, of course, it's beef up my beans. And you can add it to tacos, meat potatoes, veggie burgers, like all with this one spice. And, of course, that's the seamoss, so it has that benefit. So, make sure that you guys check that out. I'm going to bring it as close to the camera as I can. And whenever you go over to Eat Emotional Well, you'll be able to see all this information. I'm so excited for this pasta. Y'all trust me. Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
So we're going to layer. Now, of course, with every good lasagna, you always want to put a good heaping layer to the bottom of your red sauce.
Okay.
So there's no right or wrong way to start.
Okay.
So go ahead and put a good heaping layer of your bread on your
to get my red sauce.
Yep.
And I'm gonna just spread it out. Wait, you guys can't see me. Let me get closer to you. So y'all can see me a little better. Just move that over to the side so you can see me just a little bit better. Okay, so I got my pan here, and I am spreading this
Nice
out
and
in the
even,
bottom.
so
Y'all, I only get a B in food nutrition. I didn't get an A. I'm CSE. You know?
I'm doing mine. That red sauce. Nice and layer.
Okay. I think we're doing it here.
Okay, you got it? All corners? Okay, so now you can add either zucchini or cucumber. You can switch up whatever one you
So
want.
I'm taking my cucumber slice.
Yep.
I'm going down.
Going down. What I did was I cut it the length of our dish that we're using intentionally.
Okay.
So there you go. Layer that. Go ahead.
One.
Do a nice big layer there. Good. Because it's holding it together. And kind of toss it down.
Okay. Now I'm pushing it down to make sure that it stays down.
There you go.
She
One
just
more
added
layer.
on what she said wasn't ready. It wasn't
Yeah.
ready.
Okay.
Now
So your
that's
next
all.
layer will be your gravy. your cheese sauce. Go ahead, stop. Lay that bad oil. Go ahead. You can use that one there.
And I remember my food nutrition teacher, we'd make lasagna in class. And the white sauce to her was so important because it's how the lasagna held together. But this raw lasagna is using its own version of the white sauce and it's not using cheese.
No.
So it's even better. It's better for you. And the taste, y'all, is the taste for me. It is the taste for you, girl.
Yeah. People ask me all the time, Shay, are you sure this is the taste? Good?
The first time, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I tell y'all the truth. When Shay first started bringing me these plates, I was like, this one ain't serious.
This one is not serious.
Because, you know, we're just not accustomed to food, maybe looking a certain way, having so much freshness, right? We're used to browner things because everything's cooked. And so I was like, this one, I know I can eat this. But I said, no, my goal is greater. My goal is greater than, you know, what I'm comfortable with, right? And so I had to make myself comfortable with a new possibility. And many of us stay in the same place because we are more comfortable with a familiar discomfort than we are with a new possibility. But life can't change if we always doing the same thing, right? So I made myself eat it, and the taste was like, okay, we can do this. We can do this.
Tucking all your sides.
She still gotta come help me consume.
Yeah.
This is my first time. I'm giving myself grace.
There you go. Give yourself grace, girl. You can put some of that on there.
Okay.
Put another layer. Yeah, right across there. Okay, look at you talking about you switching
I switching it up, boo. Boo, boo.
There you go. You did good.
I think so. I'm proud of myself.
Yes,
My
very
first
right.
time.
So now we're going with the pesto layer. Like I said, all of these are available on my ebook. So we're going with the pesto layer. And that would be, the tree sauce. And then we're going to, lasagna, layer. Look, we even mixed our plans with a little green.
No, we didn't want to show up. When hearts are aligned for the
Yes.
goodness of food.
Food, it'll happen.
Okay, that's good, Shay.
Yeah, so right here. Put a little more on there, in the corners. Okay, now the next layer of your...
Now next thing, my red sauce.
No, not red sauce, your zucchini.
Okay, so this is where I'm at. That was my pesto layer. Now I'm going to add some more zucchini. And Shay's right, because the last time I ate this, we ate it with, she made it for me with zucchini and yellow squash. So it's interesting now that I'm doing it with zucchini and cucumber.
Yep.
But for her, it's because what's in season and what's fresh is what goes on the plate. And that makes so much sense. Because then you're not dealing with all those preservatives and pesticides.
You good?
I think
Ooh,
so.
look at you, you good.
So like this time, Shaw, she didn't have to come back over me.
So now you can end with a little bit of that to the top,
Okay.
the cream sauce. Yeah, look at that layers. Isn't that gorgeous?
Layers, baby.
Layer.
Okay, so I'm just layering this cream sauce on.
There you go. So you get to eat. There you go. And put one more layer on that, and then you're good.
One more layer of my red sauce in.
Go ahead and try your red sauce. You remember now, with lasagna, there's no right or wrong way. You can toss it how you want to.
No,
If
but
you
I
want to end.
okay, so how do I want to end it?
You want to end with these on top.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
That's yours. Make it all nice. See, mine's ended with some cucumber on the top. Yeah. There's no right way or no wrong way.
Should I still put them on that sauce?
Go ahead, because this is your lasagna. And then you get
That's
to
my
eat chicken.
ending. That's my lasagna.
That's down. So you can put
But I
a
add
red
red
sauce
sauce
on top.
because the red
See,
sauce
I
is
love
really
the garlic. I sometimes like overdo with garlic. I'm a garlic girl. Oh my goodness.
good. Yeah.
Pray my strength, the Lord.
Okay. All right. I promise. I just added a little splash because that's what I was into. Okay, so this is me. I'm about to dig in. Right? I had a little bit of egg whites this morning, but I hold me. I'm hungry right now, so we're gonna go in on this.
Okay, so you got your fork?
No, I don't know. Cheese.
Right there. All right, we're going in. We're diving in deep,
Okay, we're diving
and then we're going for dessert.
Okay, shake. Can I get up a little knife? Okay, she got me a little knife. Okay, so I'm gonna go in on this. Let me just show you all of this sauce. That's it right there. That's what I remember. That's the good stuff. That's that good stuff. And all she used again was olives. Some of that bean sauce that I told you about. I mean the bean seasoning I told you about that was absolutely delicious. Sorry, I ain't talking. You ain't supposed to do that. I always just route out for that. So I ain't supposed to do that. Okay.
Okay.
I just want y'all to
You in the
see.
kitchen, so you could actually do that.
I want y'all to see the goodness of God in the land of living.
Oh yes, he is something good. I listen to you. You're working. That's a real dance. Wait.
But yeah, I ready to hang up from you all, because this tastes good. I would eat my food.
Oh wow.
I would eat shit. My mama told me they ain't polite to eat in front of strangers, but
Boy.
offer them no food.
Listen here, but you know they very smart in them days. Let's see.
Mine is really good. Okay, so
Okay.
I need to eat this off camera, but I don't want to leave you yet. I want you to see the
What is
results
it?
of our carrot cake. I'm just gonna one more bite of this. One more bite of this. In the meantime, remember that if you want to see more Shay's recipes, eat emotionally well. She's on Instagram and she's on Facebook. She's on YouTube. She makes actual videos. I don't think she's on TikTok. She beat me.
Girl, I on TikTok, girl.
We making noise foodies on TikTok. So
Listen to me. seamoss on everything.
you can follow her there. Find that hashtag seamoss. Okay, sorry. Find the hashtag seamoss on everything. It just tastes really good. So, okay.
Like it?
I do. I'm gonna
Yum.
right now.
Okay, so that was the one that was in the refrigerator. I put a little Pyrex type dish in it to hold it so you can lift it out and rest it on there. And then, you know what we're gonna do?
She can do that. She can do fancy stuff. I just there, see that? Wait, y'all see that? Y'all see that, right? Y'all see what she did there?
There you go.
Now we fancy, boo. Now you just gotta put that paper.
Correct.
Boom.
Bam.
Just like that.
You working it, girl.
Boom. Just like that. Look at that
Boom.
cake, y'all. Okay.
Carrot cake. So you get a knife, you can cut,
cut.
and then you can try.
I shall.
And you tell us what you think.
I will.
You have your knife?
My baby. My knife.
Yeah, because your knife.
But I know I got it. I got my fork shape. They didn't know. They didn't know.
Yeah.
She want me to do it official. She want me to do it official.
Girl, that look good.
Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to you. That's the texture, right?
Oh my God, y'all. This feel like carrot cake though. No, like y'all don't want to stop. Like this feel like carrot cake. Y'all see it was raw, but look how it looked baked. Hold on, I gotta get up in the camera for that. Y'all see that? Look at them layers. Okay.
See the texture, right?
Y'all let me do.
That's it, yeah? Shut the front door.
Turn the camera on.
Turn it on. Is it good? Is it good?
This is excellent, Shay. Thank you. Cheers, boo.
Cheers. Oh, yeah.
This is good stuff.
Who made the cake? It's good.
You did that.
Oh,
That was you.
oh, yeah.
Okay. In all honesty, this is one delicious meal that I will actually get to enjoy. I was about to lick my fingers on camera, not appropriate. So what I'm going to do now is come off, because I want to actually sit and eat my meal. But I want to thank you if you stay with us. Sorry. Throughout the entire time that we cooked together. Thank you so much. If you're watching this on a replay, thank you so much. If you're sharing it with somebody or somebody sent it to you, thank you so much. Most of all, thank you to my good friend Shay King, my sister, who has been eating emotionally well for these years, and look at as good as this. Shay, come close. Let them see your skin. Y'all see that skin? That's seamoss on everything.
On everything.
Who I'm really just grateful for. She's really been helping me to see food in a brand new way and enjoying the goodness of God's bounty, but eating the right things for my body. So if you want to connect with Shay, she's at Eat Emotionally Well. We talked about that book, so I'm going to make sure that I link it either in this bio or in my stories later on. So you guys be sure to keep up with that. But this has been so awesome, and it's going to continue to be because
we're eating emotionally well.
I got cake. We're eating emotionally well. Y'all enjoy. Make it an absolutely okay. Make it an absolutely wonderful day, whichever day you're watching this. And she's saying bye.
See you soon.
I'll see y'all later. Bye. All right, I was trying to say bye. Y'all don't want me to go, evidently.
How you make your own?
Bye.